Alright, hi, welcome to my plant tour. So, my name is Nick. I live in downtown Philadelphia, and I live in a really tiny 400 square foot one bedroom apartment, and unfortunately there's only windows in my bedroom and my living room, so I can only keep plants in those two rooms, but I have about, give or take, 70, and I would say probably about 45 different species. So yeah, welcome, and I'm about to walk you through. Alrighty, I'm going to start my tour in the back of my apartment. I should mention I'm filming this on my iPhone, so I apologize for the quality. But anyway, this is a golden pothos, or a Piperno aureum. Relatively easy plant. It's the plant I have furthest away from the window, and he seems to be doing fine. Up here I have a Dracaena Janet Craig. Over here I have a neon pothos, another Piperno aureum. Gets more neon as you go down. I love this leaf right here. Over here I have a cutting of a Tradescanthia spapaceae variegata. And here is a Crassula ovata, or jade plant. Down here I have a Dracaena, gold dust Dracaena, I'm sorry, also known as Dracaena circulosa. And then there's a little Christmas cactus cutting in there. Right here is a Calathea Freddy. Here's a Philodendron micans, velvet leaf philodendron. Right here is a Sansevieria trifasciata. I love this one because he's huge, and I only got him for $2 at a greenhouse sale last year. Behind me is a peace lily, Spathiphyllum. Peace lilies hate me. I love peace lilies, but they just keep getting brown edges, and the leaves grow in smaller, but you know what? I'm never giving up because I love them. Down here is part of a wandering Jew plant I have that is not happy with me. It was overwatered, and I repotted it recently into drier soil, but he's still recovering from the overwatering. Here's another neon pothos, a Piperno aureum. Love it in the purple pot. Up here is a Scindapsus pictus, or silver pothos. And then up here is a heartleaf philodendron. Barely grows for me, but they're said to be easy plants, so I'm still holding on to it. Some cuttings of another neon pothos. And here's a Dracaena marginata, or dragon tree. This one's just a standard one from IKEA. And then right here, I have a Calathea lancifolia. And then next to it is a Peperomia obtusifolia variegata. And then over here I have another Dracaena marginata, dragon tree. This one was like no cane at all when I got it, and now he's put off probably like 7 inches of cane. So it's nice to see him. He looks a lot better than the standard IKEA version, in my opinion. Right over here I have a Monstera adansonii. I actually just got this guy from Secret Garden Rare Plants a week ago, and I highly recommend them. secretgardenrareplants.com. I ordered 3 plants from there, and they came in like 4 days, and they're all awesome. I'll mention the other ones in the rest of the video. Right here's the rest of that Wandering Jew I showed you earlier. This one's in much better condition. And then up here I have a big Bird of Paradise. I don't know what kind of flowers this is gonna have. I'm led to believe that the ones with like the wider leaves like this one would produce white flowers, but I will probably never find out. But nonetheless, he's about as tall as me, and he was waist height when I got him. So up here is a Philodendron Brazil, and I love this plant because first of all, it was dying on me when I got it, and then he just grew like crazy once I got the right conditions for him, which was oddly in a south-facing window. But I just love this plant because if you notice, this vine right here has the normal Brazil pattern on it. But this one next to it has just the heartleaf leaves. And then this one back here is only neon leaves. So it's pretty interesting to see, you know, all 3 varieties on one plant. And there's another vine I have hanging up here that goes from the Brazil to the neon slowly. So it's a pretty nice, you know, gradient pattern almost. Alright, on my windowsill I have some cuttings of a purple heart vine, I believe it's called. And my coworker had one. He said it took like 2 months to root, and this has been like going for a month now. So I'm just gonna leave it going. And then back here, sorry, I have a fairy castle cactus and a zebra cactus Haworthia. And back here I have some purple wandering Jews. Tradescanthia zebrina is their scientific name. It's just some cuttings. Doing pretty well. And here's the mother plant of that Tradescanthia spathacea tricolor or variegata. I love this plant. It grows like a weed. I highly recommend getting one. I've been seeing them around a lot this summer. Right here is a Monstera deliciosa with some slits and some leaves without slits, but he's still young, and I've had him for like a year now, but I'm sorry about the backlighting. It's a window though. But yeah, I've had him for a while now, but he's just not too happy with me, but I'm still giving it a go. Actually took cuttings recently, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find the leaf, but there's a new leaf coming in right here that has a split in it. It's gonna be kind of hard to film. You can kind of see it, so I'm excited about that. Alright, back here is a pear plant, or Maranta. This one actually died on me immediately when I got it back to an empty pot of soil, and after like a month of getting tired of looking at a pot of soil, I went to go dump it out when I noticed a sprout coming out of the edge, and he's turned into this plant ever since, and he's still putting off new leaves in the end of September, so I'm happy about that. And then back here is another Peperomia obtusifolia variegata. Right here is a Ficus elastica. I think this is the burgundy kind. It's a little more green in person, but yeah, I think it's the burgundy kind. Right here is another Crassula ovata, or jade plant. And then back here, I believe this is an aloe Walmsley's bronze. In my old apartment, I had a south-facing window, and he turned a little bit bronze. But here, he's in the west-facing window, and he is green. So I don't really know, but I'm pretty sure that's what he is. And then right here's a croton. I hear they're like outdoor plants and don't grow really well inside. I just turned him, so he's facing me now. But yeah, his leaves are huge. They've been coming in giant this summer, and even the ones are starting to get the red pattern. Obviously, they're not going to get as yellow and red as these ones that were grown in the greenhouse, but yeah, I'm excited about it. He's grown extremely well. Up here, I have a string of bananas who is probably not very happy with me. I think I don't give him enough sunlight, and his new leaves come in really teeny tiny, but oh, sorry about that. Yeah, but I think I'm just gonna, hopefully he'll survive the winter, and I'll just cut him back to all the big bananas that were there when I got him. And then here's probably the best cutting of the Tradescanthia zebrina. He's starting to get the green lines. I took cuttings of him from an outdoor plant, so he was not green, he was just all purple. And up here I have a marble queen. He doesn't really look like a marble queen pothos, a Pipinamorium, but he is, I promise. He's got a little white on him. Then over here I have a Alocasia amazonica. He's not too happy with me. I planted him last month, and still, like, the leaf that was unfurling at the time just is still kind of curled up. And the new leaves coming in small, so I think he's done growing for the summer. Up here I have some cuttings of my Monstera deliciosa to encourage it to grow, and they've definitely rooted, and they are quite perky now. Oh my gosh, I just noticed this new leaf in this video. That is amazing. Well, now I highly recommend doing this to anybody watching, because yeah, it only took a month and a half and now he's putting off new growth. That's incredible. Right here's a jade pothos. And then next to that I have just some cuttings of marble queen. And then behind that is a peace lily, another one that's not too happy with me, but I've had him for quite some time now, so at least he's still alive. Next to my dead air plants, I have another Tradescanthia spathacea cutting. It's definitely growing. And then down here I have an orchid, I believe this is Orchid uncinium. I took him from work. I work at a bar, so I can say the plants don't get the best attention, but once they're done flowering, I usually just take them home. Alright, going into my bedroom, I have a dying pencil cactus. I know they're supposed to be in the window, but he was just taking up space because he's literally dying, but I just don't have the heart to throw him out yet. And then right here is a mother-in-law's tongue, or Sansevieria. Here I have an aloe. When I got him from a friend, it was just this aloe, and then he's put up all these babies, so I gotta go and get those out and give them to friends. And then right here I have a ZZ plant that I thought I killed, which, like, who does that? Well, I did. I basically killed a ZZ plant, but now he's putting off new shoots, so it's gonna be a while until he looks like a good ZZ plant again, but you know what? Patience is a virtue, I guess. Alright, back here I have another Ficus elastica, and then an Chinese evergreen, or Aglaonema commutatum. This is a Silver Bay variety. Then another Peperomia obtusifolia. And then back here I have a Peperomia pudiolata, or a parallel peperomia, who's putting off new growth, which I'm happy about, because when I found him at the local plant store, his little growing tip fell off, and I was like, you know what, I want to get this anyway, because I don't see these anywhere, and I'm happy I did. Okay, over here is a philodendron moonlight. I got this one from Secret Garden Plants as well. Back here is a palm. Once again, I thought I killed this, but now he's got some new fronds coming out, so I'm just leaving him be. Definitely from overwatering. These damn IKEA pots don't have any drainage, so I need to switch over to terracotta, which you see him doing. And then right here is another Crassula ovata, jade plant. And here are just some cuttings from that Philodendron Brazil that reverted to different varieties. I'm seeing if they stick to their reversions or if they're going to go back to the Brazil. And then in this one I also have a few Tradescanthia zebrina cuttings from that one that I bought overwatered and then accidentally watered it again. And then this right here is a Philodendron bipinnatifidum, or a tree philodendron they call it. This guy I killed when I brought home, and I sent him home. Well, I basically killed it. You can see in the pot there's like dead stumps. And I sent it home with my boyfriend because he lives in the suburbs, and he got it to come back alive, and it looks fantastic. So I'm hoping now that it's back in the city in a new apartment, that it'll be happy here. And then right here I have a Thai plant. He's relatively new to me. I don't know how well these will do indoors. Already one of his new leaves is kind of yellow, but his other new leaves are doing fine, so I'm not too worried about it. You know what? It'll be fine. Gotta send out those vibes. Right here I have a cutting of that Philodendron Brazil. This is a fairy tail washboard Haworthia, putting off babies, so maybe in the spring I'll have to go in there and take them out and pot them up in little pots. And then just some cuttings of my ZZ plant that I basically killed. I'm seeing if they'll root, and there's also Monstera deliciosa in here. And these are ZZ plants that I propagated from leaves, 2.5 years ago, and they're still really tiny. Sorry about that. So no wonder ZZ plants will cost you a pretty penny if you get a quite sizable one. And then here's another aloe. I got it from the same friend, and it has grown so much, and it's put off so many babies, so I really gotta go in there soon. It's a hardy plant, so I can go in there in the fall and take them out and repot them and give them to friends, because I'm sure this mother plant would appreciate the space in the pot. And back here's a cactus. I don't really know what kind of cactus this is. I got it from IKEA, and I stupidly threw out the pot because the labels at IKEA for any cacti or succulents you get actually tell you the genus and species on it, but I didn't know that at the time. And then I have a ponytail palm right here. He's doing pretty well. His older leaves are browning, but that's okay. And then 2 more orchids that I took from work. And then another snake plant. This is probably the oldest plant I have. And then finally, I forgot about my staghorn fern. I got this one from Secret Garden Rare Plants as well. Looks amazing. And I just killed my other one recently. I've actually killed every single fern I've ever owned, so I will not give up. I'm still gonna try. I'm gonna get a humidifier soon, and hopefully that will help out. But anyway, thank you so much for watching my plant tour. I apologize for how long it is, but it's only gonna get longer if I continue to make more in the future. So thank you so much, and have a wonderful day.